Hello, friends. You are welcome to Anchor Network, where you get updates of things happening around you. I appreciate every one of you that have subscribed to this channel. And if you have not subscribed, I say thank you very much, because I know that at the end of this news, you are going to subscribe. And I want you to press the red button and also the bell icon so that you'll be notified anytime we publish any news. Thank you very much once again. Northern leaders raise alarm, say Nigeria is drifting into anarchy. Some northern leaders have warned that Nigeria was gradually drifting into anarchy. The leader said the issue is as a result of the failure of government to address the security challenges confronting the country. They gave the warning at a two-day Northern Nigerian Security Conference in Kaduna, organized by some development agencies. A meeting of northern leaders on Tuesday, November 2nd, warned that Nigeria was gradually drifting into anarchy as a result of the failure of government to address the security challenges confronting the country. The leaders include retired army generals, inspectors general of police, intelligence experts, academia, and other technocrats. They gave the warning at a two-day Northern Nigeria Security Conference in Kaduna, organized by Arewa Research and Development Project in collaboration with Sir Ahmadu Bello Foundation, Savannah Center for Diplomacy, Democracy and Development, as well as the Joint Committee of Northern Youth Associations. Speakers at the conference warned that politicizing the security situation in the region would have their consequences, Vanguard reports. The meeting, with the theme "Organizing and Coordinating Community Response to the Rising Insecurity in the North," deliberated on the security situation in the Northeast, where Boko Haram had ravaged for 10 years, and the Northwest, where castle rustling and banditry have held sway. Dr. Usman Bugaje of Arewa Research and Development Project, one of the conveners of the meeting, expressed concern over the increasing spate of insecurity occasioned by kidnapping, armed robbery and banditry across north and parts of the country. He lamented that the failure of the Nigerian government to protect its citizens had forced many Nigerians to illegally amass weapons for self-defense. He said, "We should not play politics with the issue of security. We as citizens are not here to undermine governments on what they are doing, but to complement their efforts." On his part, the Director Center for Defense Studies and Documentation, Nigerian Defense Academy, Kaduna, Professor Usman Tar, noted that Boko Haram insurgency was no longer a northeast problem as viewed in the past, stressing that it is now a transnational problem as it has spread into neighboring countries. He said the military could only win the war if they changed tactics, arguing that there was need for an alternative approach to the fight against insurgents. The Dawn also disclosed the North's neglect of Amajiri will spell doom for the region in the near future if not tackled. He said, "If we don't take care of them, Amajiri, then they will form the next line of recruitment of Boko Haram. As observed earlier, there are no purely military solutions to ending insurgency." The issue of governance deficit remains the root cause of Boko Haram conflict. Poor governance, corruption and leadership failure are part of the causal factors that led to the conflict in the first place, which eventually brought about the proliferation of IDPs in the Northeast. On his part, Professor Jibrin Ibrahim, a senior fellow at the Center for Democracy and Development, said the current insecurity pervading the north of Nigeria was due to failure of the state to protect its citizens. According to him, the state has failed in its statutory responsibility of providing security to the people. Meanwhile, a former Deputy National Publicity Secretary of the All Progressives Congress (APC), Comrade Timi Frank, has commended the Emir of Kano, Mohammed Sanusi II, for his recent comments on the Nigerian economy. The revered traditional ruler recently said Nigeria is on the verge of bankruptcy following unfavorable economic policies by the federal government. Comrade Frank, in a statement sent to journalists on Tuesday, June 27, called on other traditional rulers and religious leaders to emulate the emir, by speaking out to save the country from imminent collapse. Guys, you've heard it all, the northern elders, they are really crying out that the whole thing is becoming something else, that everything is just shifting as if there's no one in control of the government. But I just want to draw you guys' attention to something. I need to really ask those who always say, some section of the country that they don't know how to play politics, that is why they've not been given, some position or some leadership position all this while, that it has always been around some other set of people, some other region. As I'm talking, I know you guys know what I'm talking about. But now, what do we now say to the people that have been in power, that they have opportunity of being in power? They've been rotating themselves, among those regions that have been rotating themselves in the leadership position in this country. See the way their people are living, see their lifestyle, see their standard of living. It is something that we always talk about every now and then. It is something that we always deliberate on every now and then, to just be as if I were, repeating issues. But those are the things that are before us. Those are the things that we see. They are so glaring. Even a blind person can see it. That is to tell you how deteriorated our system has been. Now the northern elders are crying out, and you see the number of children outside school, on the streets. We have them in maybe in some regions, but it's really dominant in the north. You see them, even when you see some of those people, in other region begging on the street, it is the same people from that same region. You will see them moving all over the place, moving all over the country. You will see them, and no matter, nowhere in the region that you want to go, no state in the region you want to go, that you don't see this particular set of people. I mean, the northerners, their children, they are all over the place begging, and yet you still have somebody coming from their side who is a leader. So what are we talking about? Their standard of living have not really changed, and that is to tell you that it is just a means of dividing Nigerians. It is a means by which the elites, the political elites, are using to, bastardize us, just to, confuse us, just to make us see ourselves as enemies. Once they don't get that their position, that is when you see them talking about marginalization. Like I always said, like I believe, it is the marginalization of the elites. Now you have their person in the position of the presidency. You have them all over the place. When you talk of federal character, it's not even reflecting. You have them in all the parastatals, majorly this region that we are talking about, these elders that we are talking about, they have their people at the helm of affairs. Why is it that they can't even do the right thing? They are crying out. Who are they crying to? Now their people are suffering because they are the ones at the receiving end. When you talk of everything, when you put it in proper perspective in all areas, when you talk of economy, when you talk of poverty, when you talk of insecurity, when you talk of low life, it is just embedded in that region. And yet you still have them taking the leadership position in this country. You see them at the forefront. So what do? And secondly, we've been talking about we don't have good leadership. The people talking about lack of a good leadership, that is what is making things not working in this country. We say this over and over again. Different sets we go, different sets we come in. So who is to be blamed? So guys, that's just my own opinion. I would like you guys to leave your opinion behind in the comment section. Thank you very much. Bye.